Hello, back again, and it's another Greenhorn Cup game. So have a quick look through the decks first. We got Vase the Warlord. Let's do a little bit of analysis of the decks. So really heavy airplay band looks of it. Looks to be going for lots and lots of bomb rums with their Henkels. Lots of fighters as well. Lots of air support. AA. There's enough, but yeah, you could lose it quite easily. That is the weakness of Tatra. Very sparse in the air tab. Big artillery guns in C. Jack Panzer IVs. He's not used both cards. Bad choice in my opinion. But AT looking really nice. Tigers. Lots of Panzer IVs in C. Very thin on the infantry, I would say. You want to have another card in C, in my opinion. 68's not a lot, so that could be a problem for him. Let's move on to look at the other guys tab. And here we are with GeneralWinter. And I do like the 8th Indian, and they're both unbalanced. So much better in the recon here. He has some actually ground units for recon, rather than just the light armor. Again, infantry is really thin, even more thin here. So 6 assault pioneers in A, and they're small squads, not going to last very long. The Gurkhas, solid units, but there's very little in A. Rifles Piat in B, Rifles leader in B. Yes, yeah, so really thin on the ground. Yes, this is a big mistake in the build here. I'm not going to do any critique in the game, I'm just going to try and enjoy the game. Yeah, AT tab looks okay. Piats, I don't really think they're particularly worth it, but in this case might be worth it against Tatra, to be honest. Air looking good, lots of AA, so this is going to be a good counter to what Vase is bringing in, and he's going to have the early artillery game in the bag. But once C phase hits, going to be interesting. I think we could see lots of artillery coming on, wiping out the AA, and then the bombers coming in. But plenty of Shermans as well, and there's enough 17 pounders to deal with the things like the Tiger and the Yankee Panzer IV. So let's see how this goes. Okay, and we're off. And as you can see, we are on Slutsk. So for GeneralWinter, Pioneers coming in onto the hill. And he's got a couple of Gurkhas as well for backup, and a Sherman. Scout coming in to have a look around. Piat to pick off any armor, and a leader too. In the centre of town, we've got more scouts with the snipers, a couple of assault pioneers, 3 assault pioneers in fact, and a couple of Gurkha rifles. 6 pounder coming round a strange route, but yeah, going to be put in this position, nice position for it. Scouts also coming up to back that up. Scouts and MG in the centre, same over here. The Humbers going into a nice position. Yeah, really nice setup. In the centre, as you can see, Vase has pushed into with flamers around this area. Could cause some problems, but once the Gurkhas arrive, and they have, Panzer III's not been able to unload them. The Gurkhas should mop these up fairly quickly, whereas IG-18 might have eyes on it. Looks like the Scout is dealing with that, and if the other one comes up as well, which it is, should get rid of this IG-18. On the centre hill, Stern Pioneers caught out in the open there. Should have unloaded him into the back of the forest here, I believe. And on the hill, a couple of flamers have done enough. Once these infantry push up onto here, there's very little on the top here, so GeneralWinter could make the breakthrough here, especially once the Sherman arrives. He seems to be focused on the town at the moment, and he is up by 1 flag just about. Nice use of smoke. Where's that come from? From here, by Vase. Block off Sniper and the MG to save his units here, get them into cover. It's reinforcing with more Panzergrens, the MG-26, which is a good choice for here because they can use those light machine guns in close quarter combat. Gurkha's now moving up onto the hill. What's firing at them? Oh, is it the Panzer? Oh, he spotted that and moved them out of the buildings. If only he knew here. There should be some reinforcements coming here fairly soon. Yeah. More Panzer Grenadiers. So at 12-12 now. It's fairly stable. SPW 231. Hopefully he's going to stay there for his own benefit. Pops his nose over that hill. The Piat could take him out. Yeah, one start it's got, I think, 66% chance, like 2 in 3 chance of hitting, something like that. Plane coming to strafe. Can this actually kill that thing? I don't know if it can. No, can just stress it out a lot. Spitfire comes in, that will deal with that, no problem. If it heads on here, it should go down the Spitfire, I think. Yeah. You don't want to head on one of these things, got too much firepower. Bofors coming out for GeneralWinter. He's got plenty of AA on his side. A good choice. Assault Pioneers finally moving into this forest now, but there is some reinforcements there. They've not quite unloaded yet. In the central town, this is... The Gurkhas need a bit more backup. Need an MG up here or something. This Panzer III is just keeping out of line of sight this 6-pounder. And Sherman's up against the Panzer III. It's not going to do that great against the Panzer III. Very dangerous things. If he gets a shot on target, it should do alright though. Keeps bouncing. Might go down here. Oh, good penning. Can survive this one. Oh, he's okay. I think he might get him. Yeah, Panzer IIIs are really, really dangerous. He must have had yeah, 100-meter pen. Oh, actually, it's not got the APCR. If it was closer, it would have taken out the Sherman much quicker, I think. Then again, the Sherman could have got in much quicker. It's got 100 millimeters and just 90 pen, whereas the Panzer III with 70 armor. Yeah, it should win out actually. Panzer III on the hill now to support. The Sherman would do a good job coming up here and just driving right past this Panzer III. So I might get the Gurkhas in, or the leader even. Get some anti-tank off onto this. We're still at 12-12. And Vase has very nice defensive setup, especially in here. Or just missing an AT gun, that's about it. But the AT gun will be vulnerable to both the scouts and the Vickers. Spitfire bomber coming in now. Oh, the Gurkhas get the Alpha, really nice. J2. The Bofors is not quite in position yet, it seems. Oh, but it's going right over the top of it. What is the resistance to this? It could go down. Ah, if it's going this way, it's probably going to lose line of sight because there are trees. Yeah, that's fairly lucky. Spitfire coming in. If he drops his bombs and then flies after this, he should be able to take it down, I think. If the Bofors doesn't get it. Oh, he's changed target straight away. Where's he going for now? Ah, he's going for the infantry over here instead. That would have been a good choice in here. Sherman mopping up. Deals with the Panzer III. Yeah, Shermans, they are superior in like the CQC kind of combat for tanks. They're really, really good. So mop up infantry with their 50 cal guns. Got a decent rate of fire, decent HE on them as well. Yeah, really nice. So it looks like he's going to take the entire of this hill now. He's going to get this flag, possibly this one over here. Maybe not actually, because the mortar should hold that line just about. But he is ticking now. Ju-87 gets a nice bomber on the Sherman. A lack of AA around. The Spitfire soon deals with that. But needs to send in reinforcements here as soon as possible. On the central hill, Vase has got across into this forest a bit. But not got anything else to push much further away. Needs some armour up on here really, but the Sherman is a presence. So a heavier piece of armour rather than a Panzer III, a Tiger up here would dominate. But he's probably fearful of some 17 pounder being back here. And it will be B phase soon, so GeneralWinter will have access to the 17 pounders. So IG-18 up here. Not a bad position. Here's J2s. You don't see these very much. Yeah, the ground support planes, the strafing planes, people don't tend to use them too much at all. Well, I don't anyway. There was the other smaller one, the JU, whatever it is. I know, D7 or something. It does some decent work. It used to be like, it might still be the best head-on plane there is with its gun pods. Or Spitfire bombing the IG-18, just saying it's in a nice position, and he's got rid of that. Not much more movement. Sherman is moving. Ah. So Panzer IIIL has popped onto the summer here, got rid of that Humber. He is just moving this up. It's not an attack move, so it might get picked off here if he's unlucky. Yeah, he's not paying attention, so it could get picked off. Oh, it goes down. Oh, is that the six pounder got it? Oh, unlucky. It's not reinforcing it quickly enough or shoved forward. When the front line goes that far up over here, just try and get your infantry into these buildings as quickly as possible. And into here. And into here. Another bombing run from the Spitfire. Yeah, the air domination is definitely from GeneralWinter at the moment. He's lost a single Spitfire fighter, I believe, that was all. He's taking out the IG-18s now. Now there's a flak Verlin coming in the north. Good choice. Could do with one in up on the hill here as well, to offer some protection. Then in B phase he's got his 88s, 88mm, so one around here. If we can get one onto the edge here as well, that'd be really nice. I've got some artillery in the back now from GeneralWinter, getting set up for the long game. Vase has still got a tick on, I'm not quite sure. Where's he got the flag? Ah, right, he's managed to sneak this flag here. Ah, right, the MG was taken out, I'm guessing, by the Panzer III. Sherman might just get the influence there. What's this? Ah, off map. This Panzer III goes down, that'd be a really nice takedown. Is he going to advance? Oh, he's blind. He's not seeing this. Is this Panzer III gonna go down? Looks like it. Why is it move? It's on attack move. All right. I've never seen that before. It was on attack move, but it was engaging and still moving. Really weird. Maybe it's just a mistake in the replay. It does happen sometimes. Oh, and gets it. Yeah, I was wrong before what I was saying. Yeah, round about max range, they do have a better chance of Sherman. Against practically any other tank, it wouldn't. Not Panzer IIIs are the light tanks. He's still got 2 more in the north. He's not bringing out anything heavier, which is surprising. He should have something now. Oh, that is terrible loss. Bad position. Needs to bring that back here, if anywhere. Not possibly here if you're being extremely ambitious, but you want it around about this area. Or in here. Because he's only got 2 of those flak Verlings, so that's 1 of them down. He's only got 4 more AA pieces now. He does have a lot of fighters in B. I have a feeling he might be buying some of those in right now. Preparing for a huge bombing run, the plane train. And is that the first 17 pounder on the field? I think it is. Good idea to put it in this position on the hill here, because the main threat from Vase at the moment is that when the Tigers come out with their 2k range, you need something to deal with that. 17 pounders can do the job. Probably need a couple of them though to be safer. Probably unloading one into here would be nice. Popping it out here, or even out here if you can. Off map falling again. He might be able to push into the town at this point. Need some eyes up here desperately. Sherman can't see diddly squat from there. Off map about to fall. This could collapse Vase's front line completely. Strange to see because it looks like he's got more infantry on the field, but in his deck he's got so few infantry. Our commander coming out, wanting to back up his AA. So off map falls, but he doesn't appear to be following this up. Has he got on slow barrage? This is where you want to advance your units right now. But the problem he's going to have, even if he gets up into here, then he's going to lose his infantry. He doesn't have enough to reinforce in this area. Really needs to take... You can take down this area and hold this position. Then you can get eyes on the rest of this, can help a lot. And where he's got an MG, you put one in here, cover down into the town. We've got the artillery on the map, not doing a lot. They are clumped together. So hopefully he's going to move those apart at some point. Commander's sitting in the open, not unloaded. That's not good. Another Bofors coming in. Just going to have double Bofors over here. Both at 2-star, once the commander's unloaded. Oh, yes it is. And this is going to be the final off-map coming in now, just as the reinforcements are coming in. 6 pounder picks off the MG. Oh, not quite. This stuff is going to get mopped up fairly quick. Gurkha's advancing now. They will be able to the MG42, be able to deal with that well enough. He's retreating them? I don't know why. Oh, he just wants to get his Pioneer into here. But it's going to get picked off by the MG26. Now's a Stug on the hill. The heavier armor's coming in. There's a Tiger here, another Stug here. In the north, no heavy armor yet. Spitfire bombing run. probably take out the SPW 231 here. Maybe the Panzer 3. Oh, doesn't take either out, but they're both going to be heavily damaged. Piat not quite in position. If he sneaks this up onto the hill, it could kill this now. It doesn't have good enough recon. It doesn't have good enough optics. It's going around the back for some reason. Anyway, back down south. Sherman is going to lose out to this Stug, more than likely. It's at reasonably close range, so it has a decent enough chance, but yeah, better to reverse it out. The Stug, the closer it gets, the harder it is, because it has a fixed turret, so it can't reposition. He could just pop his nose back out again, maybe get a sneaky side shot if he's lucky. And have we got the artillery are firing now. These rifles, Pia, should deal with a Sturmgrenadier. Oh no, none. Take that back. But he is retreating them. They are out in the open, so yeah, cover does make a big difference. But they've got MG42s which suppress really fast. The rifles, Pia, decent enough unit for the points. Nothing spectacular, but they are your backbone. Well, Indian rifles are the backbone, actually. I'm thinking of Scots. Yeah, there's no Indian rifles in his deck, which is surprising, because for rifles, they're decent. You get an extra man, it makes a big difference. Sherman leader coming out now. Have a couple of Shermans up here and a 17-pounder. Just waiting, setting up a trap. Tiger here. Could do with popping this out now, trying to deal with his 6-pounder. Looks like he is doing just that. Meanwhile in the south, Sturmgrenadier. One of them getting unloaded, the second one not, and it is in heavy cover. It should deal with the Gurkhas, has a good chance, especially with 3 guys here as well. Assault Pioneers moving up. Can he get there in time to help out? Looks like they will. Nice. Saving the day. That's how important flames are in CQC. Extremely. Sherman, this will be the time to bring a Sherman out. If he's got eyes on this, you just can't see the Stug actually, but if you could see it here, getting a side shot in there, and at this range it has a good chance of making a pen anyway. Well, not a good chance, but a much better chance. Not at max range, stands no chance whatsoever really. Artillery into the town. Spitfire is still ruling the skies. Oh, we see the first BF-109 come out, but it's only the G2 version. It's going to catch this. I thought the Spitfires got faster when they dropped their bombs, but apparently not. Is it actually faster than this? Let's check that out. 543. Alright, though, these are super fast. They're even faster than the other Spitfires, my god. Yeah, the Spitfire should deal with the BF-109 fairly well. 2 Spitfires on it, yes, not going to last. Or it could go down. Spitfire needs to take him out, I think he will. Oof. Should have kept on the bomber then. Might have got it. Sweet. It's going to go down now. So the airplay is in the favour of GeneralWinter. Spitfire's ruling the skies. The lack of AA has been a pain. Now we see the Flak 41 coming out, but again these are more for suppression than for killing. J7, oh, he does get that. As soon as I say it's more for suppressing than killing, but if you get a direct hit on a Spitfire, they are kind of made of paper. Well, literally they were made of canvas, I think. Wooden canvas. But the AA over here is going to mop up really well. It's well protected in the air in its central position. And the Spitfire bombers keep coming in. These are really good since they got buffed. They're now, there's 115 points. They used to be 145 or something ridiculous. But now they're really good. Yes, it's a really good choice as well to go for quite a few of those against Tatra, because Tatra's lack of AA is a problem. And looks like the Sherman did get that side shot onto the Stug. It's probably just turning round, but it's a bit too late. Yeah, got pincered. It's a problem when you got a fixed turret. What you can do in this position, if they've got the Stug here, you can bring out this Stug, so it turns to fire this one, then you reverse it out with cover again, and then you bring this one out, then it turns, then you reverse it again, and you just basically keep doing that with it, and keep getting shots off for free, and the Stug will never fire. If you're in a position of a Stug, you need to tell it to fire at one unit and one unit only, or just reverse it out of there. MG26 is coming in again, super fast. Yeah, these are all a double star now. The command line he's got in is really good. Got command here, leader here, leader here, leader here. There's another leader tank coming in, leader over here. It's up-vetted all his units, so he might not have many, but they're pretty potent at the moment. Panzergren's coming for the centre, dropping some smoke down so they don't get snipes. Good choice, but the 6-pounder will maybe get a shot off on one of them. Gurkha scouts up onto the hill. They're going to unload. I love these units. I love Gurkhas. I think they're cool. I can't see the orders on this thing. I don't know what it's doing. I think it's trying to unload, but it's not unloading for some reason. What are you doing? Mortars, nice reaction here. The smoke's coming down, so he's dropping some mortars just ahead of the smoke. Hoping to snipe a transport. Is it going to be successful? Doesn't look like it. Nice idea. Gurkha might snipe this one. Yeah. And the rest of these Gurkhas can mop up. At close quarters, Gurkhas are really deadly. Takes out with 2 of the half-tracks. Stug has picked off one of the Shermans now, whilst he seems distracted in the central town. Could get the second one here. It's at really close range. Yeah, Sherman can't even see it at the moment. No idea why it can't see it. Oh, it's hidden in the garden. Yeah, see the yellow symbol, if you're in the garden, it means light cover. So these guys cannot see it over the fence for some reason. Well, for some reason, you can see more down here why. Maybe they're just a bit blind. Very quiet in the north still. This Piat has not finished off either of these pieces of armour. Spitfire's still ruling the skies. Get rid of the rest of the half-tracks. Sherman's going to move up here, get rid of this half-track. There's no AT going on the road either. He's got plenty of AT, but doesn't seem to have brought many in. He's unloaded, done the cursed thing which you should never do. He's unloaded his artillery on his reinforcement road. Well, on one of them. But these guys should, if they are on counter battery, which I'm assuming they are, they should mop these up fairly quickly. They've done some decent work. There goes one. Oh, there goes both of them. So I think he'll be targeting these on the AA after that. Or possibly into the central town. Spitfire, free reign again in the north, in the south, sorry. 2 of them coming in. They wipe out all the infantry here, well, as good as. Sturm Grenadier, not that fantastic at a distance. So just got, well, they got the 2 MG 42s, which is good, but their rifles, assault rifles, the range is only 300 meters on them, which actually can probably nearly reach these guys. Still no AA in the south for GeneralWinter. I'm still at a 12-12. There's 22 minutes remaining. That's very cagey engagements going on. Yeah, Vase is losing lots of units in the central town. His Tiger... What happened to that Tiger? What happened to the Tiger? Oh, there's another one coming in now. I was about to say, could do with another Tiger out here. There's a 17 pounder now coming onto the field. So that's going to be a problem. Sherman laying down a lot of supportive fire into the town. Gurkha scouts not in a good position. If you just move those out, get eyes on all of this. Gurkhas will do good at this kind of range, with the support of the Shermans as well. Really mopping up in the town there. And more Gurkhas in the south. And they're fantastic units. He's focused in the north now, but the flak Verling is still there. He's going to want to get rid of that if he can. So, yeah. Some more artillery coming in. Why he's got this back here, I have no idea. This has a radio, so you want to put this as far forward as you can. Like, once it's used up its charges, get it as far up as you can. It does have an AT rifle on it as well, but that's pretty useless, to be honest. The radio is the important thing for the artillery. Get it up behind a building here would be nice. Oh, the PR? Nice. It does manage to clean up there. Vase trying to sneak around, get this flag. PR really paying for itself there. So 1 star, they're not terrible. It's like when they get stressed, they're a nightmare. This Stug still alive. The Humber's going to walk straight into it though. And that Humber's going to be not very long lived, I imagine. Central town is starting to collapse now for Vase. His Tiger... He lost his... Where did it go? Yeah, he lost his Tiger, and 17 pounder surely must have got that. I can't see where the wreckage is though. That's not a Tiger. Where's it gone? Ah, there. The 17 pounder got that one. Where was the other one? It was over here. Can't for the life of me see where it got taken out. Yeah, 3 Shermans against 1 Stug. They should definitely win out there. And they're all at 2 stars as well. So GeneralWinter in a great position here. You can sweep across here. Panzer IV might get 1 shot off against the Sherman and take 1 out, but after that it's going to be doomed really. Could do with the Tiger up in here or the Yagdi Panzer IV up in this position, so you can avoid any potential AT guns here and pick off these tanks. But he's going for the artillery to get rid of the tanks and the AT gun. Flak Verling could go down. Is he going to manage to take out a Spitfire? Oof, badly damaged. If you had a leader in here, it would upvet this and it would definitely take down the Spitfire there. Yeah, that Jagd Panzer IV now coming up. The 17 pounder will mash it up. If he puts it out in the open here, possibly onto the hill would be a better idea to deal with the Shermans. But I don't think he knows this is here. It was a long time ago when it was firing. But this Jagd Panzer IV, I feel like it will go down. 17 pounder is highly stressed, so it's likely to miss. But the 6 pounder, I believe it will have enough to deal with it. The APCR is in range. Not quite, no. So, yeah, it might struggle. But something's going to get a side shot on it. Something will. GeneralWinter got a lot more on the field. Vase has wasted an incredible amount. He's definitely at a deficit here. I'm just thinking he's buying in his bombers and he's just waiting for a huge bombing run. If not, then he's going to be in some serious trouble. It's like 16 minutes left. It is really close. Yeah, I think in the lead, GeneralWinter is in the lead just at the moment, slightly ahead on the tickets. So he just needs to hold his flags at the moment, not lose any more tick, and he's got the game. And Vase is determined to deal with this hill, but he's up against it. There is no AT gun round here though, so that is an issue. He's not quite got enough infantry up here at the moment either. Using the artillery over here might help out. Just soften up the targets. Have one firing into this forest, one firing into this forest. Just 2 Panzer IVs advancing, or no, now all 3 of them. If they come in piecemeal, they couldn't get taken out by the Sherman fairly quickly. Let's see if this leader can live. Oh, he's missed. That's bad news. Panzer IVs should be able to take this down. It goes down, and the second one too. Nice move by Vase. Oh, he's got 2 more coming up just over the ridge, just in the nick of time, I'd say. Yeah, I think that's the right choice. Reverse them out. Maybe not reverse them that far, just down to here. Keep them in a defensive position. 6 pounder is coming out now. He's been, both players like very cautious players at the moment, so it'd be best to unload it here and then just pop it over the ridge. We've still got 12-12 on. The Sherman's in the north, advancing. Complete freedom. Humber's in there for recon as well. There's another Jagd Panzer IV. He didn't advance this one too far, so he should be able to hold this position, but he needs to get a flag. There's 14 minutes left. Spitfire's coming in, mopping up these Panzer IVs like no one's business. Really nice. This Flak 41's not going to be helpful back there. Putting it on the road wouldn't be a bad idea. He has decent AT capabilities as well. He's got so much artillery. That's crazy. None of it appears to be firing at the moment either. Ah, so I take that back. It looks like he was just mopping up his 25 pounders. He needs to put that to use either on the hill or in the town. This Panzer IV's completely blind. Oh my god, you can't even see these Shermans driving up to him. Now he spotted them. Might be a bit too late. These Shermans can't see either. He might get one if he's lucky. He's lucky. Gets one. The Sherman is on the move, so it loses accuracy. Panzer IV started moving as well. Ooh. I would take this with a Panzer IV. I think he can do it. Spitfire coming in and finishing him off though. More Panzer IVs coming in. Oh, just lost one. 17 pounder just in range of this. Going to pick them off. That's unfortunate. This position is a pain. You can't reinforce as things stand due to this 17 pounder. He's not using his artillery to get rid of it. Which is looking more and more in favour of GeneralWinter. 12 minutes remaining. It's a real slog of a battle. Now GeneralWinter is deciding that, you know, I'm doing okay, I'm going to start advancing, and he gets a tick briefly. He should be able to get this flag and hold it fairly soon. He's got way more units on the field at the moment. There's more infantry coming in. I'm not quite sure why he's bringing it to there. The 17 pound is still going to be able to pick them off. I don't think he's spotted where the 17 pounder is. And Spitfire comes in, finish off that MG. That flag is definitely going to be GeneralWinter's for a good old while. Oh no, maybe not. Take that back. Oh, it will be. 17 pounders are going to pick these off. No. Yes, really dominating performance by GeneralWinter. Very, very passive, but very dominating. He's got very few. I thought he was going to lose this just looking at his deck. He didn't have enough units, but he's not. He's used them very, very cautiously and just spammed out a load of Shermans into the right positions. And Vase has not really found a way to deal with him properly. In this position, any AT weapon in here would have caused havoc. This BF-109 is going to have a pretty bad time and go down. Too many Bofors around. We are back to a 12-12. There is a chance for Vase. If he can sneak a flag somewhere and hold it for a few minutes, he can still win this. It's possible. But where he can get that flag, I would say here. If he just put some artillery fire down onto this, he might be able to sneak this flag. That's the only place I can really see. Everything else he's like holding on for dear life. This could go down anytime soon. This could go anytime soon. The north is his best position. He's not using his artillery. Yeah, we've all done it, but I don't think many of us have done it with this many pieces. 4 pieces of heavy artillery. They're just sat there doing nothing. And these are not cheap. So it's like 480 points doing nothing. Or it's 480 points plus the munitions. Yeah, that's a lot of points. So 500, 640 points, I believe that is. It's 8 minutes remaining. Is he watching the clock? Is he going to make a move? He keeps filtering Panzer IVs onto the hill here. I guess he does need some armour. An MG in here would be nice as well, just to secure his flag a bit better. But he needs to be taking flags more than securing them. The centre's far more vulnerable. Jagd Panzer IV on the move now. I think it might just get into line of sight of the 17 pounder though. He's going to lose his flag again. Mortars laying down plenty of fire. Spitfire coming in as well. And a 17 pounder is going to pick off this Jagd Panzer IV. Oh, he's managed to bounce one. Might get lucky, but I doubt it. He's finally spotted it out. It is pinned, but it's too late. Finally, the artillery is starting to deal with that. Now's his chance. Yep, he's moving in lots of Panzer IVs over here. I don't know why he's putting them behind these trees. He needs to get them out in the open, pushing for flags. It's being ticked down again, 7 minutes left. Can he actually pull this back? With these, the power that these can do, if he just bombs this area, he can get back that flag. It's possible, but I think it's quite clear to see that he's definitely been heavily out-traded. He's not made use of his bombers that he put in his deck either, and he's made fairly poor use of his infantry. Seems to have thrown a lot of them away. Rifles peer into the centre now. GeneralWinter just reinforcing, shoring up what he's got. Gurkha's in a really nice position. This Panzer IV goes down the road, it's going to get obliterated by the Gurkhas. Another Stug coming in, Flag 41. I don't think this is a right choice at the moment, no. He doesn't need AA at the moment. He needs a flag. He needs 2 flags. At this point in the game, possibly more. If he was single ticking him now for the rest of the 5 minutes, I think he might just about win it. But Gurkha's mopping up again here. This 6-pounder might get eyes on this Panzer IV any second soon and deal with that. In the town, this Gurkhas might get this guy in a transport, possibly. He gets eyes on it. And here we go. Oof. Gets the transport, not the guy. Panzer IV's on the hill, so he might get his flag back in time. Then he's got to find another one, like now. Right now. Artillery's finally laying down the pain. There's another 17-pounder coming in. Gurkha's falling back, makes them more survivable. Just getting away with this. This guy's... is he hidden? I think he's hidden just about. Maybe not for much longer. No, he's done for. Just 4 minutes remaining. I don't think there's any way back now. GeneralWinter looks like he's got this. Yeah, the Gurkhas have got recon. Yeah, in the church, even though it only shows this field of vision, the Gurkha can see all the way over here as well. Yeah, in a high position, the church tower, you can see a lot more than it actually shows you on here. This is from ground level vision when you press C. Got his flag back, 3 minutes remaining. At this point, oh, only 3 minutes remaining, it does tell you. Yeah, he's going to need a double tick from here, I think. He's just not got it. He's not got what it takes. He can't push through the centre. He's trying though. can't push through here. There's only this position, but at the moment with these AT guns, he's done for. Spitfire's getting many kills in. A 5-minute warning would be better, I think. There's not a lot you can do in 3 minutes in this game. Another 17-pounder coming out there, but yeah, the artillery straight onto it. Is he going to manage to get another flak? I doubt it. I think this Piat is going to get this stuck. You see how quickly the Shermans can be mopped up at range because they get outranged by the Panzer IVs, by the Stugs. It's even got reserves sitting back here, that's incredible. Still at 12-12, 1 minute. Rifles Piat. The 3-star. Yeah, the chance of hitting is much higher when it's at 3 stars. Something like 75%, somewhere in that ballpark, I think. Because people always go off about Piats being really bad, but yes, 50% accuracy. 1 star it goes up to 63 or something. Then at 3 stars it is going to be around about 75-ish, something like that, I think. So yeah, at full veterancy, they're decent, well worth it. And he's repelled the attack effectively with his mortars, with the Piats. Panzer's falling back now. Shermans are coming over the ridge to mop up what's left over. A whole platoon of Stugs coming. I think he's just realised, but it's too late. So it counts as a draw if you're equal on flags at the end. That's interesting. But yeah, as expected, GeneralWinter heavily out-trading Vase. He had the equipment to deal with him, but just couldn't quite get it together. These Spitfires did so much damage. Yeah, well played by GeneralWinter. Made use of his opponent's weakness in the AA. They got so many kills. It's one Sherman doing a lot of nice work. 6-pounders picking off a lot of stuff as well. There's a lot of half tracks in there. Bofors at 2 stars, taking out all the fighters, Gurkhas. So many units with so many kills here. 17-pounder, Yerky Panzer IV, Tiger E as well. Yeah, really mopping up. Whereas for Vase, not quite so much. His artillery, when it was firing, it did some work, but he just didn't keep it firing long enough. One of the Stugs did okay. Panzer IV doing okay as well. Alright, so that's that. See you guys next time. Bye bye.